Welcome, folks, to a spectacle, a tremendous light show hyping up this crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. This is the home of the NC State Wolfpack, Carter-Finley Stadium in Raleigh, as we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Pirates offense comes on the field first today. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year, but with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. To the air, it's Hauser. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Pirates starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to...
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He makes the grab. Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Pirates pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Pirates! Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away.
Set to advance on the football.
Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So NC State's offense out there for their first possession. We got a quarterback here, Kirk, who's just trying to find his way, but the coaches have said they trust him.
Well, I think that's a big part of what he's able to do, and the reason they're giving him a chance to go out there and be the quarterback is he knows this offense. He's able to get this offense in good spots. Avoid the negative play is critical today for this team to win. It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. Good enough for the first down at the 37.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Dropping back. It's Bailey. The sure hands. It's Smothers. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
You know, this doesn't show up in the stat book the next day, but I love quarterbacks that are willing to be patient and not always feel they have to force the ball with a throw downfield. Here he just checks it down and picks up some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. They mix it up with a run. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try to convert with a sneak. They stop him, but it's a first down. Kirk, it's East Carolina with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The kick is good. Minute time the game is set.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Grabbed by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Hauser. Looking right. This one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down play for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Spinning out of the tackle. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Man, I love the route here by the receiver. Really sold these going vertical downfield. Ends up coming back to the football to pick up big yards.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. He pulls in the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
A completion makes it 2nd down. To the air, it's Hauser. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw here. Caught near the goal line. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. He got it. The field goal's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Pirates will kick this away to get the 2nd half going.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, a spark of life from this offense.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looking to throw. It's Bailey. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. It's a quick tackle. Spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. And with the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result. Some positive yards.
Play action here on 1st down. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll use the ground game here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quick throw to the left side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game here.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Hauser. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's brought down out at the 46. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. The shotgun running play call. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback keeps it here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Can they keep this drive going? Try to convert on 3rd down now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it in the open. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
To throw, it's Bailey. Running out of time in the pocket. The receiver grabs it. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Thrown quickly. Caught in the right flat. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. The shotgun handoff here. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score East Carolina.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Anderson. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Catch made on the right side. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.